Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. I'm Block.studios.
I'm Ethan the Artisan.
I'm BrickingUpBrad.
I'm Matt Mellish.
And welcome to...
Woo!
Woo! It's going to be a laggy day, gentlemen.
I'm twisted. I don't know. I'm like,
Are we playing Twister
like a
now?
baby
I
duck
spin.
trying to.
It's hands on red.
Oh,
my
I have a red book right here.
Red pirate ship. All right, let's get this thing going. Sorry, I don't know what's going on here.
Zane, you're running the intro. What are you doing?
Yes, yeah.
Well, I know. Sorry, my whole thing froze and freaked out. Everybody, okay, we've got some crazy... See, I'm frozen. I told you it's going to be a laggy day.
You're not
for us
frozen.
today.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm frozen on my screen. Anyways, so today we got some crazy things going on. We got some crazy news to talk about. Maybe some questions. Maybe some really, really big sets to have a really large conversation about. If you guys know, you might know, but you might want to stick to the end to figure out what the large conversation's about. So,
if you want to know what your new coat rack's going to be, you should stay to the end.
Bonjour.
Oui,
oui.
So, yes. With that being said, how was everybody's week? Ethan, how was your week?
Not as glitchy as yours. My week was pretty good. I built that. That's a mock that I built. It's like a little imagination cloud, like, you know, it's a person in like a kid in their room, and it's kind of they're playing and they're using their imagination to create that cool thing. There will be a video about it. I don't know when, because that's not going to be fun to make a video over.
Oh, what do you mean?
We'll see. But I don't know if I ever showed my microphone. I feel like I have, but
yes, you did.
You have.
I've been doing a lot more building recently because I've been in a building mood, I guess. And then earlier today I had a sponsorship from eBay, which is super awesome. But yeah, I guess that was my week. I got some sets like the pop-up book and the Starry Night set. Those are great sets.
Out of all
that
those, which one was your favorite?
They're three totally different sets. Like I wanted three of the I wanted a triangle of sets where they each of the sets were totally different. So it's kind of hard to pick, you know, a pop-up book, a pirate ship, or a Starry Night set. But the Starry Night set is a pretty cool set. Fun build. It was fun to just stack plates together. So yeah. What about you, Mr. BrickingUpBrad? How was your week?
Well, okay, so first off, I built this really cool Attack of Wargs Hobbit set, which, oh my gosh, I'm going to butcher this again. Hells Hangs Bricks was there, so I want to say what's up to some of the people in chat. What's up, Hell Hangs
content, bro?
That's his name. I'm reading his name. He was there, so awesome to see you in the chat today. But yeah, I did finish this. This is really cool. Hey, if you want to see me building Lego sets every 3 p.m. on Sundays, you can now come find me on my YouTube channel building different Lego set. And if you find my YouTube channel on Saturdays, I do a vote, and you guys get to pick which set I get to build that night. That next day. Next up, I didn't show this last week because this came in. But our good friend Maticus Bricks, he reached out to me and was like, "Hey, I have some sets you might be interested in." If you don't know, that's Maticus Bricks guy. If you didn't realize it,
Who?
the first set, and he basically gave this to me for free. I only had to pay a few bucks for it. But it's this Knights Kingdom 2 big fig catapult. It is very stupid and very just ginormous for no reason, but I love it. So I'm really excited about that. And that's something I'm going to build at some point and have behind me, because I have a bunch of other big figs behind me too.
Why do you think it's stupid?
Because Knights Kingdom 2 is really dumb. And the
Why?
okay, so the big figs are like barely Lego at times because they're just like so few parts, but at the same time, like I can understand if you have action figures, like you want action figures that are knights, those are kind of cool for it. So I don't know. It's really, I need to look more into them. I need to actually play with some maybe. There's also a trading card game in there. So the next thing that was really cool, recently I'm really getting back into Exoforce, and it's not like, yeah, it's gonna be over Castle, but Exoforce, if you guys don't know, is one of the theme that got me into Lego. So we had this set. Now it's not sealed, but it does, has most of the box, which is kind of cool. That's unusual. But this was from the first wave, and I have the robot, the mech that fights against it. So that's pretty cool. The one that I'm most excited about from this, though, is this set right here. This awesome thing has just always been just kind of on a wish list of mine. I just always find it cool. The cool thing, though, is one of the bags is sealed. It's like look at this. Like, that's still sealed in the original bags. Like, not the whole thing, but one of them is at least. And then the sticker sheets are still intact. So yeah, really excited to get that. And maybe some more Exoforce sets might be coming by next week. So
I'm taking a break.
I did take a break. Till
From
next
Castle.
week. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I got.
Zane, how was your
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, but
I don't even know.
I'm cracking up
I
because
can't. I told y'all this would happen.
Brad, I'm sorry. While you were talking, I was just listening.
Oh god, yeah. What I thought you were cracking up about. I was really confused.
So, did y'all see the faces I was
He
making?
just
all
got
the
this
time?
face like, I'm like kind of like, what are you doing over there? That's that's the face I see. He's like, what are you
Ethan.
doing over there? Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You mimic. I was making a bunch of faces in the beginning, but then
You were,
it
but
stuck on
then
this
it
one, apparently.
froze.
They say, isn't there a phrase about this? Like, if you
I don't even know. Maybe I should just run like this.
no, I like
Hi,
your
everybody,
face.
Welcome.
We're turning
like
into
your
a
face.
podcast.
Maybe we should all run like that during the show.
Yes, everybody go to your little
All visual elements are now gone.
Hello. All right. I guess. Oh wow, that's
That
a
logo.
That's a throwback logo. Brad, do you want to explain that you have an evil twin apparently now? Do you want to talk about
All right.
this so
All
that
right.
people aren't
Mike.
super confused?
So on my stream last week, this last Sunday, someone got in chat and kept calling me Mike, and I have no clue why. To this time, I don't know
Oh.
why.
That came out, but sorry. Whenever you said that you told everyone your real name, you told everyone that Matt's name was actually Mike. You guys
No,
remember
was
that?
it?
That it
No,
was
it was a
long.
different
It was.
name.
No,
Was
it's
it
a different name.
Oh, okay.
It was
I'm
definitely
sorry.
a different name.
I thought that was it. I apologize. Sorry.
I think I've told people my real name is something else multiple times too. So, but yeah,
It's
people kept calling me
possible.
Mike, and I had no clue. So a joke started getting started that I have an evil twin named Breaking Down Mike, which actually just like he's into all the space stuff, and he's not into like the whole castle thing. And so yeah, that person's probably from my stream this past.
God bless
Sorry.
you, Zane.
Sorry.
This stream's
sorry.
going off to a great start, guys.
It's
Love you all.
not- I'm sorry.
I challenge everyone in this stream to stay to the end, including Breaking Down
Good
Mike.
God.
Sean Studios, thanks for dropping by, as well as this one gate steak. Great to have you all here. I guess Zane, I can talk about my week, and then we'll go to you. Maybe
Oh.
your technical difficulties will resolve themselves.
I might have fixed it. So continue. Yes, go.
Okay. So this week, and well, last week as well, because we weren't here last week, unfortunately, was like quite a big milestone in my content creation journey. I hope you all had seen my announcement video by now, but I am officially a part of the Lego Ambassador Network, and I am very excited to finally say that. But what that means, and I do want to clear this up kind of beforehand, just to kind of nip it in the bud. I am not an ambassador for the Lego group. I'm an ambassador for the Matt Mellish community on TikTok, which is, a small segment of the Brick Talk community as a whole. And that's what I was recognized for. So you, in a sense, are a part of that community, especially if you're here. I think this is kind of a part of it. I see it all combining together from all four of us. So I'm going to be taking what I'm given knowledge wise and helping us out here a little bit as well with the way we handle our news and information on the show. Zane, you're back.
Hey guys.
Don't make any funny faces just in case.
Don't want to break your camera.
Hey, if anyone wants to make any memes, go back and take out of that.
Oh no. You know what I see? The dragon meme with all the different heads?
Yep.
That's what that was, I think.
I hope so. That'd be awesome.
But anyways, with that being said, of course, like I've not gotten any like review copies yet, and I'm looking forward to that in the future, and that'll be its own kind of thing for Stud Buds maybe. But this week I did get some stuff sent to me. It was also my birthday this week. I turned 25, so that's
Wait.
what.
Yeah, it was his birthday. Tuesday, Sunday. He didn't tell us at all.
Matt.
I kinda forgot about
Ethan knew.
it. Yeah.
Oh my!
Ethan
Ethan told me at midnight.
Ethan, you're supposed to
So,
text the group and be like, "Hey
hey,
guys,
oh,
don't forget to tell
okay.
Matt happy birthday." That's what my mom does for my brothers. I swear
Hey,
to God,
hey,
am
Zane.
I frozen again?
3, 2, 1. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you. Happy birthday to
you.
you.
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear
dear Matt.
Matt Mellish.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to you. That was horrible, but congratulations.
It was
I'm
great.
I'm gonna
I feel
cry.
bad for viewers.
I'm gonna cry. Zane, you're back, I think. Anyways, because it was my birthday. No, you're not back, Zane.
Why not?
Oh, you were. You got us all. Okay, because it was my birthday. I hope if we're still uploading stuff, the like audio only to Spotify and Apple and all that, Brad. I hope the people come and check out the YouTube version. Anyways, so I didn't get anything Lego related. I mean, it's Lego related, but I didn't get any Lego specifically for my birthday. But
Wow.
I did get 2 awesome Acro Mills sorting drawers.
Oh,
Nice.
Or upside
Ethan
down,
likes
actually.
those.
There we go. So
it
they're
loves
half
to be leaned
small
forward
drawers.
for all the joys to just.
Right.
That sounds
Have-
horrible.
Those are nice.
half small drawers, half big drawers, and they do have separators that I don't know if these were purchased separate or they came with it. I don't know what the deal was, but we have those as well. Separators that can segment off each of the individual drawers themselves to give more space for variation in parts. And then below that Amazon box, because like I said, I got 2 of them and the other one is in there. I have a big box from Zavvi. And I'm not going to say exactly what's in it now, but I'm just going to say that I'm extremely excited about what I was saying.
It's the $400 castle, isn't it?
No, it's not that much. I will give a hint. I will give a hint. It's equal to $200 in total. It doesn't necessarily just mean that's one set, but in total it's worth $200. So I'm very excited about that. Anyways, I'll be explaining what that entails this week. I also did a live stream with the ATTE, so big thanks
That's
to everyone who
amazing.
came out for that on YouTube. But Zane, how was your week now that you're not glitching out?
I'm glad that I went last, because I have a lot to talk about. I have so much that there's nothing even here.
Knew it. I knew it.
I'm actually going to be moving, and so I'm holding off on the Lego for a minute because I already have to move all of this. And I know I could leave them in boxes. I know there's always excuses, but I'm holding till we move just to, kind of let everything settle in. And then I'm debating on how I want to set the shelves up again in the new place, whether I want to because right now I kind of have everything that I build out. And I'm debating on if I want to do that again or if I want to kind of piece it together, just like a little bit here, a little bit there, and kind of take some pieces apart and store them away.
Right. I'm
That's what
having
I
a very similar experience like right now with how I'm changing my setup going forward for the Ambassador Network, and like even working with Zavvi and Entertainment Earth now, I might not be buying a whole lot of Lego, but I'm getting it sent to me, and it's like, do I want to like show older sets that I have in my collection? Do I want to take them home to my parents' house and kind of keep them there, which is nice for me to be able to store that? Or do I want like all new stuff out? I have no idea, but I'm in the same boat.
That's where I'm at. I know I'm gonna like paint the shelves and do some some unique stuff with it and use my mounts and everything, but I don't know where I want to go with it, So
test it all out. Just experiment. See what you like. See what you don't.
Yeah, if you don't like the set, take it apart for pieces.
I mean, I'm not sure if I would part it. I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Send it to Ethan and he'll build a mock out of it.
I've given.
I
Ethan
will
multiple
say,
mocks to build.
Zane, I do like a lot of my old sets. I just have them in like Ziploc bags in my buckets.
Yeah.
it's like this is not everything that I own behind me by a long amount. So
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
For sure. Well,
for sure.
speaking of Lego sets, we do have some new Lego sets coming out.
Oh.
Do we? I don't think anything new came out, guys. I mean, unless, am I thinking of?
And now for breaking news.
I love that.
All right, guys. New sets means another week of talking about them. Shoot. Didn't some new Friends stuff come out today? No, I didn't. I don't remember. All right.
No.
Well, we're gonna talk about it. All right. First off, is this new? This is for. Let's see if I describe this.
Pumpkins.
It's a pumpkin
This
tree.
Chinese New Year set. This is a new one of them. It's very interesting, actually. I mean, it's got some really good parts on it for sure, and I'm really hoping all that stuff's printed because that otherwise is a lot of stickers.
It looks like
it
stickers.
is. It looks
What?
like
Are
print.
there any
Usually on
printed
circular.
pumpkins?
I feel like usually
No,
Well,
not always.
not always, because like the ATTE had the Republic insignia as a sticker as well. So
Yeah.
I would say that they're printed. It just feels like that vibe, but who knows?
Yeah, so this is called the Money Tree.
Ooh, I want one.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right? When your mom says money doesn't get printed on trees, well, she was wrong.
Check it out. Check it out.
So yeah, what do you guys think?
It's a
It's
nice
got
little
pumpkins.
display. I think if like this is Chinese New Year, right?
Yeah, for
If
sure.
that matters to you, like it'll speak to you in a different way. But like, kind of reminds me of something like the bonsai tree in a sense. Just a nice little display for.
And for the record, it's gonna be $25. So,
What?
yeah, it's got 336 pieces, so
Oh,
a little more than a battle
Interesting.
pack.
huh.
No minifigures.
Whoa.
All right, this is the new Lunar New Year display. Guess how much these are?
$50.
30.
$90.
Whoa.
What? Together? Would they come together?
Yes,
Oh, okay. That
both
makes
of them
sense.
How big
together
are they?
But
$90 for 872 pieces.
Nope. Nope.
How?
So I don't know how. They are bigger than they look in the pictures because if you look at those bricks, like you can kind of count them, and it definitely is like that's 1, 2, 3,
They're definitely
4,
printed
5,
then.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 wide. 17 by 17, it looks like. So, I mean, that's decent size, but still. Yeah, no, I
Well,
definitely agree.
There are gold pieces in it, so
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so that's new. Again, another Chinese New Year set. The Chinese New Year sets are cool, and I like how they are trying to branch out in those sets in different ways, but I still feel like a lot of them have been misses. So all right. Something that surprised me, Monkey Kid is getting a set this year.
Woo.
Very interesting. So this is 160 coming out on January 1st, which kind of surprising we already got it announced already, but yeah, they do that. 1,705 pieces. This seems pretty big. Like that's
Beefy.
thick. Well, yeah.
Big.
I like that. I like that amount of pieces. And if you look at it, it looks like it's solid, like well put together.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, it looks like a better mech than the $350 Hulkbuster or however much. 500? I don't know. It looks better than the Hulkbuster. I'll say that.
it's proportional.
Yeah.
I can
So.
see this fighting the Optimus Prime.
Honestly true.
Oh, could be. I can see that.
So yeah,
Optimus Prime.
I'm not a fan of Monkey Kid sets. I usually don't get them. Like, I don't think I've bought any of them. I may have like one Monkey Kid set maybe. But yeah, I haven't really bought any of them. So to me, this is just like a big pass. It is coolish, but
Yeah, although I'm not interested in Monkey Kid either. It's a cool mech. It's big, it's beefy, and it looks cool, but it's just not for me.
Yeah.
sure.
And I thought Monkey Kid was retiring. I thought it was going bye-bye.
That's what we thought.
That's what we
but
thought.
2023, I think it was 2023 or 2024. It's going to last still.
Hold up. Monkey Kid is back.
Oh,
yeah.
Hold
So,
up.
yeah. This one I am actually excited about for $130. The Lunar New Year Parade. I feel like it's a little bit different from the other Lunar New Year sets you've gotten. Wait, why can't you see it in this photo? I thought I grabbed it. Okay, so the one cool thing about this set, let me see if I'm
is
remembering this right.
It's a
There-
bunny.
There's a purple spaceman helmet in this. And now I can't find it. Why? I knew it was in this set. Was it? No, I swear it was in this set. So in the set, supposedly, one of the people wearing a purple spaceman helmet. I saw this all over Instagram. It was a huge deal. Why can I not find this now?
Guys, he's losing it.
He's lost it. He said goodbye to his brain.
I find it interesting.
Oh, yes.
Oh, go ahead.
I found it. Sorry, keep talking. Keep
Well,
talking.
they're wearing like a big fig head that you can put on a minifigure. It looks like.
Yes. So it is cool that they are taking advantage of that new piece of the big fake head that they haven't done yet. But I definitely like that. Here's the photo with it. I don't know why you can't see it in this photo because
Oh, there you go.
yeah, so purple. Okay.
Mm.
The reason this is cool, and it's like the Benny Spaceman one too. Like it's that style.
No visor, just the space helmet.
Yes. And the reason this is so cool is because there hasn't ever been a purple spaceman helmet. We've got a purple helmet one, yes, for that guy right there, so you can actually do the full-on purple spaceman. So,
That's cool.
yeah, it sucks that it comes with this set and we're not getting a purple spaceman. But maybe that's something coming in the future. But that is still cool that you can get that now. But also, I do like the big fig heads. Like, I think it'll be really cool at some point when we can customize big figs a little bit more with different heads and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that's really cool when you're getting some really cool parts in the set. You know, there's those like kind of plasticky cloth parts too. So,
Yeah, I don't know. Like, do you guys feel like these? I'm not saying they shouldn't or they don't, but do you think these sets that we've looked at, Monkey Kid included, do you think that fits like the American market, or is that meant to to go towards other markets?
The reason that the US has these sets is it used to be China would only get the New Year's sets, Lunar New Year's, which makes sense. But I guess a ton of American fans complained because they couldn't get them. And so then they're just like, oh yeah, we're just going to pop them out. I'll tell you this right now.
Didn't buy them anyway.
Yes, the resellers are like, we want these sets.
They don't do people do buy them. People do enjoy these sets. They're cool parts. And I built them a few too when I worked at the Lego store, and they're really cool sets. I will say that. But it's like for me, unless I'm building a Chinese like New Year town type thing and like making something out of all of them, to me, they're just not for me.
Like a full parade or something like a lineup.
Well, there's a whole bunch of Chinese like Lunar New Year sets that would they all go really well together. So you could build a part of like a city or something that's all dumb. But to me, it's just like it's not worth it. Like I don't
like
see...
if that's what you celebrate, like I get it, right? But for us here, like obviously, like we don't celebrate this holiday. So, but like Winter Village sets, on the other hand, like that's something that speaks to us and like our culture, and this is that for certain markets around the globe as well. But I wonder, it makes me wonder if the Winter Village line sells in other countries at all like that.
That's true. I feel like that would do a little bit bigger because like even like I feel like UK markets and stuff like that,
right?
Even it would sell there if anything. Whereas something like this is kind of like more set to one region. Now, look, people do buy them, people do enjoy them. As I said, I built them, but I don't think like it's not for us. Let's be honest. When it comes down to it, it's not. These sets aren't for us. So.
But that purple spaceman,
I'm hoping we get something else with that in it. That's what I'm hoping for, but I don't think
that purple spaceman was put in like whoever designed the set knew that fans wanted that, so that's probably like I do appreciate them making an effort to, I guess, for the space fans, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that is true. Did you guys see the newest promo thing, the $50 free bag? Oh, okay.
$50 free bag. That doesn't
Is
sound
it like
free to me.
is it like the one they did for
Pirates and
I think I know what you're
Halloween.
talking about. Yeah.
So actually, I bought stuff to get it. I bought some pick-a-brick cups and some stuff like that.
Pick-a-brick cups. What'd you get?
It's clear cylinders was one of the things. And oh, actually, sorry. Real quick,
How was your week?
Ethan's gonna be super jealous. I don't see it. It was olive green. Those olive green grass things that you love, like the.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
like those.
I got a bunch of those. Plus clear cylinders. So, but yeah. So in that bag there was actually an orange spaceman helmet, which is kind of one of the reasons I wanted to get mine. Which I know there's a whole orange spaceman, but like the thing is, they're starting to use these heads a bit more, and I think it's because of the new spaceship. So I do wonder if maybe they're gonna do a bit more with spacemen. I don't know, just a theory, because we're seeing like the fact that we just got a purple spaceman helmet, and they brought like they've done multiple things with an orange spaceman lately. Like there's so many, like there's a green spaceman, there's a pink, like they have the Benny's ones. Like I feel like they could easily do some cool space sets with that. So I
Has
don't know.
that set sold? Has the Galaxy Explorer sold well enough to make Lego consider bringing it back like more?
I think so.
It went on clearance pretty quick at Walmart for $25 off.
But that could be
Really?
because that's like Walmart's Christmas promo. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's where my mind goes. But that's not like maybe there's just an overstock. I have no clue.
So this was the thing. People were the same thing with I'll just use Castle example here because this is the people I talk to. So people were worried because the castle didn't sell out on Lego.com. When it came out, it wasn't like these other sets that were selling out. And I do wonder if Lego made a ton of extras of those, that and the spaceship, because they knew people were going to want the sets. The reason it didn't sell out as quickly or, sell out is because they actually stocked them well. And I do wonder if that's where it comes in, that maybe they overstocked them. But at the same time, people are buying, like Fazoom, I'm pretty sure about like 4 of them. Like people, space fans are buying a whole bunch of them because they want them. I'm buying, like, I've seen that set bought up a lot, or people eyeing that set. I think it's the same thing for the castle. I've seen people buy 2 of them. Like, or like
Fazoom probably said, yeah, I'd like to build all 3 of the versions that you can do with them. That was probably his mindset. Because there's 3 different models that you
I know
have.
what you're talking only if you use Rebrickable, because that was the official designers. But no,
is it through Rebrickable? I thought it was on Lego.com.
No, I don't think it's on. Oh, maybe it's on Lego.com. I don't think
it was in the marketing for the set itself, but the instructions aren't included with the set. I just know that it was online, and I was assuming that it was Lego.com, not Rebrickable.
I can check Lego.com while we talk.
Okay.
But I don't know. That's just, I guess that's theory time. Like that maybe some of their older things are going to come back. Like, I don't know. They're producing a lot of parts for their older themes. It would make, to me, Lego does it where they make a part and then they try to reuse it as much as possible. So why would they make a purple spaceman helmet if it's like, we're not going to reuse it?
Maybe it was because they were doing the Galaxy Explorer anyways. And like, this was just another way that they could get more out of their mile.
That's true. No, for sure.
I don't know.
You guys want to hear something funny?
What?
Oh boy.
G-rated content.
I'm what?
Zane, are you in this show?
I am.
No.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm confused, but I didn't say anything that wasn't G-rated.
You need to wait for a moment that's G-rated.
Okay. Moving forward here, real quick. First off, 19th to the 20th, so only 2 days, is double VIP points coming up here real soon. So if you're a VIP member, maybe save your Christmas purchasing or whatever until then. I definitely know that I might try to take advantage of that, but we don't know. I have needs, Matt. Okay.
What do you need? You said for the past 10 shows.
Hey, and I took a break.
I'm cutting back. Did you? When was your break?
It's like 3, 4, 5 weeks. I don't know. Something like that. Maybe. I don't know. All right. But yeah, so that's happening. So yeah, if you're planning any of your big sets, I will say though, guys, look, as someone who worked Lego store last year during the holidays, especially, and I was feeling same things that happen a lot. Getting closer to the end of November, especially in December, those shelves in the Lego store and Target, wherever, are gonna be selling out like crazy. If you want to, if you're a parent getting sets for your kids, if you're someone who really wants a certain Lego set, I'm gonna tell you right now, it might not be till January till you can get it exactly. So get it now. Look,
Especially
don't
if it's
wait.
retiring.
Exactly. So like this isn't even like, investments. This isn't like, if you want a set, get it now during this double VIP points, because after this weekend, a lot of stock's going to go out. Last year, when I was working at the Lego store, most of our shelves were empty. Like straight up, we had very little stock. So I don't know if that's going to happen again. Like maybe they're doing better with stuff. But again, people are going to go crazy. So
Ethan, Zane, would you buy anything during this upcoming weekend?
I would like to, if there is like the ATTE that I haven't got yet. I mean, to me that might be a good time to pick it up, but there's not a ton of sets that I'm like crazy about right now.
yeah, for sure.
I'm honestly
Ethan?
the same way. I'm the same way. There's nothing that I want. I mean, there's stuff that I want, but nothing that I want. If you know what I mean.
But Ethan, pick a brick cups.
Okay, pick cups. It depends on what's on the wall.
Matt, what about you?
No, I won't be making my way out to any Lego stores in the near future. I got Lego coming out of my ears.
Sure. I do want the Andor ship set if I can, so I might try to get that weekend. So
nice. Let us know in the
All right.
comments if there's anything you guys are hoping to get this upcoming
Yes,
VIP points
for
weekend.
sure. All right, let's talk about this other piece of news. At the Lego house right now, Lego is doing something special where they're 3D printing Lego parts. And the first Lego part that they have 3D printed is this duck. So yeah, and it actually does move when I'm pretty sure if you move the duck, like the bill's open. They're only selling I think it's selling a certain amount of these at the Lego store. It's only at Lego House.
And
Denmark.
only on the weekends.
Yeah, it's like a very rare time where you can get one. But did Mini Superheroes today get one of these?
No, that was before. He was there before they released this. Sadly.
Okay. So yeah, this is out.
I believe. I could be wrong.
Yeah. So my question is, how do we feel about this? Because I'm not a big fan of 3D printed Lego parts from non-Lego. No, there's a difference saying from what I'm saying 3D printed Lego parts.
I totally agree. Sorry, go ahead. I'll give my piece in a minute.
Well, from our resident expert 3D printer.
That's the same talk.
Okay, so mold printing, which obviously is what Lego is, it's the structural integrity is a lot better than 3D printing. 3D printing like PLA is what most plastic is. There's ABS and a whole bunch of other plastics you can print with. They're not as durable as press molds. It's not as strong. So this is cool, but if it's played with a lot or put on a lot of sets or handled a lot, it has a higher chance of breaking and not being as valuable. So it's cool and it's a cool idea, but it's not the strongest. And then also PLA is more biodegradable, which is a good thing. And to me, it feels like that's the avenue for it, because you can do PLA, you can do 3D printing with wood pieces in it, so it's more eco. There's all kinds of things you can do with printing. So there's pros and cons, but as far as for Lego, putting it on sets, putting it with things, putting it in towns, if kids are touching it, it makes me nervous because it is a cool concept, but I feel like it could get ruined really quickly if it's in the wrong hands.
For sure. And I think the hard thing for you too is studs. Lego has a very precise stud thing, which makes it so you don't ruin your Lego parts. Whereas you're one, decimal off or one decimal under, it completely destroys that stud and how minifigures connect to it. So,
oh yeah,
I think it's interesting and it's cool that they're doing something like this, but also that doesn't look like Lego to me. Lego's very clean, where looks very rough to me. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. Although it's nice to see the original Ole Kirk Christensen duck toy remade in Lego form, to me, this isn't Lego. This is something else. This is 3D printing, like Lego pieces. This is not actual like injection molded Lego.
For
I
sure.
don't know.
It's
Ethan?
it's not.
What do you think, Ethan?
I want one.
Well, I mean,
Just
it's
to
cool
say
to
you
want.
have it, or
It's the whole idea is pretty cool. How you can roll it and it goes whack whack whack. You know?
So you're saying they should make a Lego piece like this then?
No, I mean, but for exclusive things like this, no one's gonna play with
No,
this.
no. I meant make an actual Lego duck that rolls and like cracks. But like that's like the beak moving thing.
Oh, I mean, I think the whole concept of the piece is
Okay.
really cool. Now, would it be more sturdier? I'm sure it would be more like it would be sturdier if it was actual, I guess the regular mold like Lego does. But I mean, it's cool, but 3D printing is a little scary, so I don't know. I would have to feel it and see how it is. It's cool. I want one. It makes me nervous too.
yeah, especially because it feels like a test. And in Brad's words, for the record, they do have a Lego duck like set that you can build, only exclusive to the Lego house as well. So if you find one of those, it's kind of rare and a little bit pricey on the aftermarket.
Yeah, it's a cool concept, guys. There's also different ways of printing, whether it's resin, whether it's using a machine. And like Brad said, when it comes to 3D printing, like even with my wall mounts and stuff like that, it has to be precise. If it's too close to the build plate, it can smush it a little bit. And I'm sure the printers that they use are thousands and thousands of dollars. Like it way more in tune than my kind of setup. But there still has to be proper maintenance done, proper measurements, proper everything. So you might have 100 that are perfect, and then 50 that are not so good, and the people complain or be upset because they paid a higher price for it or went out of their way to go to the Lego house. You know what I mean? There's a lot of potential, errors and stuff like that behind it. It's cool. I would want one because I'm a big fan of 3D printing, so I would want one. But I would want to know that it's secure or their reason behind it. I would like a story, like, hey, we decided to do 3D printing because PLA is more biodegradable, and we want to try to see how this works, and we wanted to start with something iconic and kind of work our way slowly into that field with our Lego pieces and stuff because it's working really well. It's not as fragile as it used to be. There's not as much cracking. I mean, I want to know the thought process behind it.
Sure, I agree.
I think the thing though is they have to figure out a way to make it not so rough. I think that's the hard thing for me is that again, if that was smooth, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's a Lego piece, but it's got that. I have some 3D printed Lego parts that someone 3D printed for me at one point, just as like a fun thing.
Yeah,
they're all rough. They don't click well with Lego part. I don't know. It's just like not great. So that's why it's like something like that. That's what it reminds me of, and it's just like it's more of a turn off because like knockoff Legos have become like kind of like disgusting. It's like a bad taste in my mouth now. Like when I go on like Mercari and I look up Lego Castle stuff and there's like these like fake knights, to me that's just gross and I want to throw up. Like I don't know. So like that's where this kind of disgusting for this comes from, where it's like, yeah, that's really cool, but also I just that feels like something that doesn't feel like Lego company made that.
I'm curious as to why it's textured like that, because with 3D printing with resin, like I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is a resin printed crab, and you can't see it, won't focus on it. Anyways, it's really smooth. Like resin does a really, really good job out going smooth and whatnot, but with a regular 3D printer, it'll have line marks. It won't look like that. Like that looks like what's the stuff where you have glue and paper and you kind of put it together.
Mache.
Yeah, that kind of. It looks like that. It looks like someone dipped a bunch of paper in water. Look at that. Wait, is it that? Look at that.
I put some fire. There's a hole back there, and it fit a fire piece.
It's for a keychain. Not for a fire in its butt. It had some Taco Bell that day. Apparently,
I was gonna say that.
It's
G-rated content.
with that being said, let us know what your thoughts on the duck are. Do you want to see more Lego 3D printed parts if they can get it right? And what is right to you?
Yeah.
I would have to feel it. I hope it doesn't become like the stud shooter pieces. They were cool at first, but it's like we don't want them in every set. Every now and then. I mean, it's one of those pieces. I'm not gonna fly to Denmark just to see this duck. I don't know. I thought about it.
Maybe literally fly to Denmark for the duck. Maybe
Open season.
Maybe it's so that they can do more intricate things, like having that beak move as it rolls across.
True.
It could be that. It could be because of the environmental factors, like Zane was talking about. It could be both. Who knows? And only the future will tell. But speaking of building new things out of Lego, do we want to move on to
I
our
think we
next
can.
segment?
You know, if I had this duck piece, I would make an insane bit.
Ethan, you
Like,
first.
This is an internet
Hello.
control, guys. I'm sorry. It just is. It's just we're trying to do our best. Everybody, please bear with us if you're watching the show or listening to the show. We apologize. It's just a lot of technical difficulties for us. We're trying our best. We're rocking through it and we're pushing through. So push through with us.
So, if you guys don't know what Mocky Time is, it's basically we are going to show off some mocks, and it's basically like Where's Waldo with Lego mocks. Like, if you like, I'm going to say, find the chickens, and you have to find where the chickens are. So yeah. Speaking of chickens, find the chickens.
Oh no! So play along with us in the
Okay.
comments, please.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
So, are you all ready? Find the chickens.
Yeah.
Ready as we'll ever be.
Oh no, I don't know where all three of them are.
Sorry, C2 a bit there. I mean, it's kind of on the line, but
I had no idea where all three of the chickens were.
Mostly D2.
It's D2.
I am looking at this
But yeah.
mock, and the monkeys are doing some very interesting things here.
Yeah, they're something else. Like one looks like a
Speaking of monkeys,
Dang it!
How
I
many
knew I should have
monkeys?
been counting. Okay.
y'all can guess if you
Three.
remember.
3.
4. 3, my lord. Pick number 3, my
Zane?
lord.
No, it's number 3,
Are
my
you-
lord.
I said 4.
Zane, are you sure you want to go with 4?
Yes.
Brad, are you sure you want to go with 3?
Yes.
Matt, are you sure you want to go with 3?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I see 3.
I see
Okay.
3. Monkey see, monkey do.
But look at the monkey. Look how like they're like one's riding a motorcycle. Is it? What is it doing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's
They're
holding a motorcycle with a megaphone and a sword with a
Mhm.
Nazi cap on its head.
It's a sand green cap, Brad.
That is a nice looking cat.
You know what minifigure that came from?
Isn't that Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
I believe it is. I have that cat.
And then there's one with a grappling.
Find the lobster.
Oh, good
Are you
lord.
all ready? Yeah,
Yep.
it's the only
Yep.
red thing of the mock. Just FYI.
C3.
Oh, Brad
Brad knew where it was at too.
Yeah,
I was memorizing these mocks in the first time through.
Dang.
But this is a really cool looking mock. I mean, I didn't grab a title of it, but it looks like it's like kind of like what we did on Lego Masters. Basically, invasion of monkeys, which is really cool.
Okay. I always try to find one cool thing or a technique that someone used in a mock that I like to pull out. Can I just say, using droid arms as straw, like almost as like a straw canopy, is genius. I
Mhm.
absolutely love that. I think any medieval builder should look at that because that is a brilliant thing.
Mhm.
And they're
You can
fairly
use
easy
it
to
as,
come
like,
by.
Wheat.
Mhm.
Mhm. Use it as wheat for going up too. It'd be
Yeah.
It has a really
Queen.
cool effect.
Like I feel like you
Queen.
can make a whole like roof that's thatched like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm.
I like
And
the
bread.
roof above it too, as well.
Yeah.
It's really complicated. It's cool. I like it.
Zane, did you
And
see
it-
what color that is?
Yeah.
I was about to say I was waiting for Ethan to quit talking because I do see a lot of medium nougat.
Yeah, I was about to mute his mic before he could say it.
You know what the other color Zane is? You know what that one's called?
Light nougat,
Dark orange.
dark. What? No,
Yes,
no.
it is.
Dark nougat.
Oh my god. You're a nougat.
But this is a really cool mock. I even like the floor pattern. It has a cool
Yeah.
stone effect with snot technique. Pretty cool.
And it's small too. It's very compact.
pretty cool. But the next thing. How many minifigures?
Oh no.
Do the monkeys count? Oh, just kidding.
3.
Three. Oh, okay. Dang it! It's a
Oh
new
my
mock.
gosh. I know this.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
For the 3?
Yeah, no.
There are 3.
Oh wait, I can't talk.
There are 3. But this
Ethan,
is
are you going
this
to
is a
talk about
mock.
what? Do you know what
Yeah,
this
this
set's
is-
based off of?
This is the forestman. This is based off that one thing. That one
Forestman Crossing, I want to call it.
It's based on a set. It's based on a set.
Mhm. Yeah. But I really like the foundation as well. But next, find the pieces like a archery thing. It's pretty cool.
A target.
Target.
Yeah.
A1.
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 think so.
Was that Zane?
That was me.
The A1?
I didn't let
Yeah,
everybody
man.
have it that time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I should have. I let you have the chickens. I did.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
So yeah,
correct.
this is based off of Forestman's Crossing. Sorry,
Mhm.
I've seen many people try to take that set and do cool things with it, and this is definitely one of my favorites I've seen of it.
Mhm. Find the big fig arm.
Oh,
I believe this was from a DC minifigure. It's like a gorilla.
oh, Grodd, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
C2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't
Look at
read.
that.
I got all dyslexic.
I saw
wanted to
that.
say
That was
A2.
the first thing I saw in the mock, honestly.
The reflection. It's just
Good job, Matt.
I really like it. It's like a big root, but it's not a root. It's an arm.
I am root.
Next,
Oh, damn
you
it.
guys probably didn't even know there was a
Wait,
sheep.
what?
in
No,
the
I
film.
didn't.
No, wait, maybe?
Where's the sheep?
Yeah.
Let's
Are you
do
ready?
this. What in the
C3.
Sam?
Yep. See,
Oh,
they
it's back
just
there.
hide it.
Oh, okay.
It's just
Okay.
I mean, it's like it's behind there.
Can we make, you know, one of those things that's like, what sound does this make for animals? Can we make Ethan make one of those for us?
He has a whole
And him
soundboard.
voice all the sounds like
You know the little kid toy? You spun it.
Oh,
it
yeah.
landed on an
That's what I was
animal,
thinking
and then-
of.
Is that what you're talking about?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm looking at the figure on the far left there. That's using the hat from
Oh,
Green Arrow, and the torso is from the Leaf figure.
Ooh, leaf figure.
The forest elf.
the
type
nut
horse.
boy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what he is. He's got a
Yes,
nut on his
him.
head.
But yeah, so that's the torso, but the hat is from Green Arrow, which I don't know. Sorry, that's just cool to me. I love medieval mocks. There's so much cool detail. I love the
I thought of you when I picked this. I love
Happy you
the
did.
bridge. The bridge with the arms.
oh, it's so well
Hey,
done.
What's that color? The top of the mushrooms over there. What's that?
Oh,
That's dark orange.
That's
Is that dark orange? Is that not? That's not.
It's not medium nougat.
Oh,
I
dang
No,
it.
but the chest behind it is.
yeah.
Is it?
That
Wait.
chest.
Oh, it is medium nougat.
Mhm.
I don't like not being able to see you when you say it like that.
Yeah. It's like
I will
whisper.
say, I love the border around it. Like,
Mhm.
I think it fits so well.
So
That
good.
like brown with the iron bars and the Forestman shield. I'm going to talk louder so we can drown out singing. But like
Mhm.
also the plant life in the water to kind of make it a little bit swampy. Oh, it's so good. And I love the vines on the left side there, just like crawling up it.
The bridge. I just like how they put it together. Honestly.
Look at the flag too. With the, I believe those
That's
are
for
just
my-
clips.
Oh
Where
yeah,
my eye
yeah.
went the first time too. How they
Yeah.
did that was really cool.
I thought Ethan was gonna ask us how many red clips there were. I was even
Oh.
counting, and the mushrooms and like everything. I was like,
I almost did the mushrooms.
Okay.
I
2 details I love is he used those bendy pieces on the. Can you go back to one with the like grid on it? So C2 and a part of B2 and 3, there's that like vine that goes up it where he uses those bendy parts. But I love how he stuck like a green leaf pea at the top. I don't know. I just find that really cool. And then next to, I always love when people do this, but C1, they took the archway and then they stuck the bricks on it to give it that design. I think you just use those. They're kind of like the pegs, but the shorter ones that you can actually clip stuff to. I'm pretty sure they just do that and then took the gray piece. I should try that for a mock because I just really love that design. So
I also
that's-
see a green Wolverine claw in A4 and B3.
Do you guys know Dan the Fan? He came up with a tree design that uses a ton of those green Wolverine claws, and that tree looks really cool. It's kind of complicated, but the tree looks.
I mean, it's like a pine tree, right?
Yeah.
Is the Wolverine claw in the green color an expensive part?
We've talked about this before, and I can't remember.
I think it's like a
I can't
15-cent piece.
I think it came. There was a Christmas set it came
Pretty
with,
expensive.
and then there's a few other ones. I think it was like Poison Ivy maybe had some too.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of people with it, which makes me think it was on like Bricks and Pieces at one point.
I would assume.
So I think
It
a
was on
lot
Bricks
of
and
people
Pieces.
bought it up there. Yeah, no, I love this mock. It's such a throwback for me, and I think the design aspects they did are just amazing.
Yeah. I like it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is by mbricks52. If you want
He's
to
getting a new follower right now.
Very cool.
But yeah,
Very
shout out to mbricks52 and get up some more followers. He's got some good stuff. And the next mock is after Brad gives
All right.
mbricks52
There
a
we go.
follower.
Just drop him a follow, guys.
Okay, are you all ready?
I'm ready.
Find the piece. I feel like I
Ugh.
use this globe piece a lot.
You have.
Yes, you do, but it's
Wow.
awesome. I love this. It's like
but
the
there's a lot
Stanley of
mocks
Lego
that-
pieces.
It's like there's a lot of mocks that use it, which is pretty cool. Or just my eyes draw to it.
Oh,
V3.
V3.
V3. I don't. I'll give.
We have to re-roll the tape. We have to
Okay.
re-roll the tape.
I know I had it.
I know I had it.
I need a buzzer. Like somehow have a
No, we
buzzer.
tried that before for trivia time. It didn't work out.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Oh, good lord.
Find the piece. This is a gold nano figure.
I think I remember where that was.
Oh, you're using your Brad powers. Where is it, Brad?
I'm not gonna say because I want to. B1.
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 Oh, me and
got
Brad
it.
tied on that one. I'll
I
give it to
said it.
Brad. I'll give it to Brad.
I think Brad got it.
I think you lagged, Zane.
I might have, but
I remembered it was on the
you
left
thought I had
side,
it,
and I couldn't
but no.
remember.
Matt, you don't have your thinking cap on. I don't know if you're getting much of these. I mean, Matt, sorry. Oh, dang it.
Find the piece. It's a
It
red
wasn't the
bucket.
one Zane pre-thought of. Come
Are
on.
you all ready? Are the comments getting this too? Are they
I'm
fast?
ready.
No.
No. Oh man. If only the
missing out.
comments would play with us.
It's true. You guys can play along in the comments, guys. We'll even give you a point.
See,
C4.
Oh, C4. I don't. Who got it?
Boom.
I thought I,
think Zane
had it.
got it. I said it last. I do know that.
Rock paper scissors for it, Matt and Zane.
No, it's not worth it.
I need to make a point system, and then it will be worth
yeah,
it.
you do. Yeah, you do.
But this is by Kev the builder.
Okay,
which is-
you know what
this
stood
is-
out to me immediately? That right window.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's really.
Oh
can't-
yeah.
I can't tell if there's like if this isn't square on the back end and there's actually like a little area out there, or if that's like a picture they took and like kind of used as a sticker. I don't know.
I
think
guess
it's
is forced perspective.
Yeah.
A lot of builders do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
It's
really
really
like,
cool though.
I really like the way they did the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Door does look really good. I like the
It's
floor.
Yeah. That's a very solid thing they did too there too. I don't know. I feel like you bring in a lot of bedrooms for these mocks, which I have no problem with, but it's just definitely very interesting to see
Mhm.
the different ways that each person does their rooms and what they decorate them with too.
Mhm.
We're
Yeah.
taking Maki time to the bedroom.
Mhm.
Oh, G-rated content.
Maki time
didn't
stays
play it?
on.
I
I
didn't
was
have it up.
trying to.
I know.
I was
it's-
actually trying to set you up with that.
I know I'm lagging, and so I just didn't want to. I
G-rated content.
There you go.
But it's I love doing rooms because it's so fun for Maki time because there's people use a lot of nice parts usage in bedrooms, which is really cool.
Okay, I have a question. I see this and it feels like most mocks you show us. Where did that sticker picture come from with the sailboat?
It's a print.
Does anyone know what set that came in?
I think
I
it
don't
comes from
know.
multiple, honestly.
They use it a lot.
I believe
Maybe I haven't a set castle.
It was
set,
also
I
on
feel like.
Bricks and Pieces because I almost bought it when I was on there one time.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, I feel like I see that in mocks all the time.
It,
and I
it's
feel
like a convenient one, right? Like a convenient
Yeah.
picture.
It's a
cool
good
looking
picture.
thing.
I really like it, and I
Yep.
think maybe these are the type of people who would use Bricks and Pieces a lot. So I feel like that's the reason we see it in a lot of mocks.
Mhm.
Also, I love how they're using a Steve Minecraft head as the planter on the left side there. I just realized that.
I would have so.
I
should've-
did not even notice that either. Wow.
I was just
I
talking,
would've-
I was talking, I was like, wait, that's Steve said. Like,
I should have picked that. That would have been awesome.
I think I'm better at Maki time than Ethan is.
Oh,
I'm
You can
joking.
set up next Maki time. That would be fun.
Yeah, maybe
Have
I'll do a Maki time
Brad,
here
a
soon.
Brad version of or Maki time.
I
Brad.
hope you're gonna all know you're gonna get a lot of castles.
But yeah,
All right.
that's
it.
Maki time. A ton of amazing mocks. Do y'all have any questions about Maki time?
I don't have any questions about Maki time. Not necessarily, because there's a lot of things that happen throughout the stuff, But
Stop.
It's time for the question of the week.
I had to. It wasn't quite there. It was off in another land. So
Zane, is your first name actually Joseph? Because you've been stalling a lot.
no. I didn't click over to that next brand because Ethan was clicking through stuff, and so I didn't have it quite lined up yet. That's why. So
Clicking through stuff. No,
no, like to get your pictures and to do your thing. I didn't want to. But
No, I mean he was doing
it's a
that.
slideshow.
Yeah.
That's my fault.
Um,
Anyways,
Real quick, earlier we were talking about displaying sets. And I did a poll, see how many people, and 60% of people say to display all their sets, and 40% of people said no. So I thought we should. Okay.
and
And the reason I stopped that is because there is a new Q&A feature on YouTube. I'm gonna try to hit that and see what that does because we want to. Okay, do you want to explain what we're about to do? Sorry, I took over your whole thing here.
Way to go, Brad. Way to just roll into it. So as everyone knows, once we kind of alternate between memes and questions, and so we want to open up the show for some questions. So we pulled one question from the Discord server that we want to talk about, but then once we get done with this, we want to open it up to the comment section. So if you guys have any questions for us, for Stud Buds, stuff like that, make sure to throw it in the comment section. So when we're done, we can actually answer some of your questions. And if you guys are listening to it, make sure you come to the live show so you can be part of, the question time or throw some questions in our Discord server. So the question from the Discord server that I pulled is this one right here from Spectral Productions. What convinced you to start Stud Buds? We've answered that a few times. Just a couple friends. Brad brought us together and we are doing this. We've been doing it for a while now. Just a couple friends. We decided to do it. Boom,
Go
there you
back and watch our 1-year anniversary Stud Bud special if you're really wanting to get the long form answer to that question.
Thank you. Actually, that's a good point, Matt.
Stay tuned
2-year
for like
anniversary.
in a little bit for 2-year anniversary.
Isn't that
So-
next week?
Might
I just gotta realize that.
It is.
Oh yeah, 1 week, guys. 1 week for 2 years. 2 years on the show. Okay, but the next part of this is, when was the first time you were given or shown Lego? Brad, do you want to start us off with yours?
So I was shown Lego from like the age of that I can remember, like 3 or so. I think maybe even younger. But like we had I'm the youngest of 6, four older brothers, so they all owned Lego. They actually owned a lot of the original 1999 sets, which actually have those parts in my collection. A lot of cool stuff like that.
Right.
I had a lot of Duplo growing up, but the first sets I got were 2 XO4 sets, and I actually rebought one of them recently. But those are the first sets I can remember. I think those were my first sets I was ever given that I can remember. But those were really awesome, honestly. So yeah,
Okay.
I just kind of grew. It was like in the blood, I guess you could say.
In the blood.
In the blood.
Matt, what about you? What's your first lineup?
Well, I don't know which came first, honestly, because
The chicken or the egg.
well, so not to bring us down, but I was bullied in middle school, and a lot of kids who were my bullies liked Lego.
What?
So it's kind of ironic. They also really like Star Wars, ironically, as well. So 2 things that like have become such a big part of my life over time.
That explains the Lego Star Wars community.
Yeah, right, to a T.
But I honestly think my first like real oh no.
Oh wow, way to pull full on Ethan there, would you?
Hold on one moment, please. Technical difficulties.
Man.
Okay.
While he's saying that, real quick, we did put the Q&A feature in the chat. So if you guys want to ask us any questions, there is that Q&A feature. You should just be able to hit on it and answer the question. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I've never used it before, but I'm hoping I did it right.
Also, Brad, while you're at it, want to kind of do a plug? Where else can they find us?
You know, if you go to our beacons down below, we have an Instagram and we have a Discord, and we ask you guys a lot of questions there. We're gonna get better about doing that. So once we have things that we want to talk to you guys about, whether that's memes, questions, whatever, we'll put them in there. And we always love to see your guys' memes. So go check those out. It's our beacon down below. And we also have a merch shop, which we haven't talked about in a while, but we do have a merch shop, and you can get stud bud shirts and all that awesome stuff. Logo designed by one and only Matt Mellish. So
Matt Mellish.
Okay, back to talking about my bullies.
Yeah, nice.
So at
we're
recess
gonna
every
do some
day,
therapy for Matt. So
so at recess every day in the 2nd grade, we would have this big bin of Lego, and we would construct our own creation out of it. There was also Connects involved sometimes, I think.
Yeah.
And basically we'd have this massive demolition derby among at least all the guys that I remember. It was pretty much all boys at that time. We would take we tried to build the sturdiest Lego creation that we could, and then literally smash it all together, and whoever's was left at the end as the most durable won. And we broke a lot of Lego by doing that. We scratched a lot of pieces, we broke a lot of pieces, but it was a lot of fun. Also, I don't know if that came first, or I had a friend who, we got along sometimes, but he also really liked Lego. He brought me over to his house, and because in 2nd grade and 1st grade, you're friends, but social interaction isn't at the highest priority. I also went to a Lutheran private school with 14 kids in my class, so that might explain a lot to some people as well. But there were very few people that I could talk to, we'll put it that way. Anyways, he invited me over to his house, and he showed me his collection, which was really cool, and that kind of inspired me to start getting into Lego and Star Wars as well. Yeah. Ethan?
Amazing.
Man, you did like a full-on research paper with
Well-
ethos, pathos, and logos, and I'm like, man.
I didn't have
but
any brothers or sisters. My family didn't have Lego. So this was all... I'm a first-gen Lego
hey,
builder.
Matt, we are your brothers.
Mhm.
Now you are.
Yeah.
You suck. That's what brothers do, man. See how that feels.
I still have bullies.
So my
He
story.
just sits next to you now.
So my story is just imagine me in the womb, just pure darkness, and I pop
my
out,
God.
and my parents are like, Lego. This is, and that's kind of how it all started. I like to say that I was born with a brick in my hand.
Please do an
but the
interview
real
like that.
story-
Next time you go on the news, just do that. You know, imagine me in the womb.
One second.
Yeah, he gets up from the interview and walks over to the camera. He's like, "Hold on. Which camera am I looking at? That one? Okay, hold on. Everybody just like he gets up mid interview. Like, please.
Ethan, where
Can
did
someone
all of-
animate that for us? Can
Where
someone
did-
animate?
Where did all of this start? You're now on Lego Masters. You've had this incredible journey, but explain where it all began. One day I was in the womb.
You know what's even funnier? If he just like puts his hand over the person's face. Like...
Oh, not even the camera. He just looks at him. He's like, "Hold on. Imagine this."
He closes his own eyes.
Ethan, good lord, man.
But the story that is fake, that was the real story. The story that I'll make up for you guys. Back in like 2008, my grandparents
28.
got us the Republic gunship, which is a great set. We had Lego before, but this
Wow,
was,
aren't
like,
you
our first-
spoiled? Not joking.
Well, it ended up in my brother's room for many years until I got it and parted it out. And but
You
we got this.
monster.
It's in a Ziploc bag. Like a year and a half ago, I cleaned it and it's in a bag. So I will eventually build that set back.
Oh.
But back to the story. We get the set and we build it. Great time, and that's kind of what started all of this. Was I was 5 at the time. I was like, you know what, I want more Lego.
Oh
So
my gosh.
That's my story.
I want someone who's watching the stream or in our Discord server to take sound bites of your story and animate it.
Hey,
I
Jack
love it.
Skywalker, where you at, brother?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I think
Anyways,
so.
Zane,
Oh, my turn. Okay, my turn.
read
My turn.
ethos, pathos, logos, and a little bit of comedy.
Okay, I don't have comedy, but I have story. Okay, it all started a long time ago in a galaxy not so far away. Okay. Yeah. dead quiet. So growing up, we had connects and erector sets and stuff like that, which is not Lego, but buildable things. If you guys know what erector sets are metal, like screws, bolts, all that stuff. Connects, you know what connects are? They're whatever. Anyways, so have you guys ever had some Mrs. Fields cookies? You guys know what Mrs. Fields is?
Yeah, I think so.
I know who
Okay.
Sally Fields is, but I don't know who Mrs.
Mrs. Fields is a cookie, sweets, bakery, huge thing. Like they sell them at Walmart, the whole nine. My dad actually worked for Mrs. Fields at a ranch here in Utah, up in Camas, and she was moving, selling her house, and she had these 2 red Lego bins from the 80s, and she gave it to my dad because he had 3 boys at the time, me and my 2 brothers, and he brought them home, and that's where it all began. We just started making things, having fun, and just going crazy. We never really got destructive. Obviously, everyone built houses. My thing was spaceships. Like I always wanted to build spaceships and planes. Spaceships.
Grace.
That's literally all I would want to do is spaceships. But then my first set was a 2004 Mos Eisley Cantina, which I recently acquired again, thanks to Rob the Builder, who was kind enough to send it to me. So that's where it began, and I didn't build any for a really, really, really long time. And then 2020 happened, and voila, the rest is history.
And you can document all of that on his TikTok.
Yes,
Yeah.
all documented.
All right.
So-
we
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say we've gotten some questions in the chat. If we want to answer those.
Sure. I see a couple. What was the easiest way? Wait, what's the easiest way to buy the Lego Darth Vader transformation set? I
Earth
don't
Vader.
know.
The Earth Vader transformation. set.
Earth Vader, correction.
Darth.
Sorry.
I would say Target or Walmart are, double VIP points going on right now, but like, I mean, it's just your normal, like,
Lego
honestly,
store.
yeah. When me and Matt look for used Lego sets or just Lego sets in general, we hit up all of our favorite things and we just see what we can find for the cheapest. So
So by easiest, I think they're meaning cheapest. What I would recommend is going to Walmart, but not waiting too much longer because it is going to retire by the end of the year. So this is
and
one
Black
that you wanna-
Friday is coming up here soon, which stuff's going to be depleted then.
Right. This is one that you want to pick up rather quickly. I would also consider looking up Rakuten deals as well. I was able to save. This is not a plug. I'm not associated with Rakuten, but like I got that set really, really dirt cheap using some other social media influencers code. So I would consider using something like that and looking into it. But obviously, just going to the store and seeing what you can find it for. If you're looking for literally easy, like in terms of like, I want to go to the store and buy it. I don't care what price it is. Just go to Walmart. I've not
or
had
Target
it sold out there. Yeah.
eBay is also a great place as well. That is a plug.
I think Brick Monarch Shop guys has it. You should go check out Brick Monarch Shop.
Zavvy doesn't have this set, nor does Entertainment Earth, but
all right, next question real quick. Any of you guys heading to Atlanta BrickCon in February? It's a maybe for me. I was originally planning going out, but now I have a work trip right before then. So yeah, I just I don't know if I'll be able to go anymore, but I want to try. My goal is to at least go for the weekend, if not for the week that I was planning doing it for. So I know Ethan, you maybe were talking about doing it.
That's my goal to go there. It's early in the year. Maybe I can go and then get more money to go to other conventions. There's, I think, a big enough gap. But I plan on being there. I'm like 80% sure, but I need to get tickets.
I won't be.
We'll see.
You're frozen again. I would like to go, but it's one of those things where there's a lot going on in my life right now, and I just don't know if I'm going to have the time to.
Sure. He says Darth Vader transformation set is completely retired though
on Lego.com.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying like I've seen it in my Lego store still. Like it's not a set a lot of people are trying to go after right now, I feel like. So like it's not like the 501st battle packs or this, whatever those, stuff are. I'd highly recommend going Walmart, as Matt said, and then also like into a Lego store, but our Target, like I've still seen those on the shelves because even though it says it's completely retired, it depends on the store. Because some store may have gotten 3 or 4 shipments in before it retired, and they just never put them. Like they put them out, but no one's buying it. So that's what I'd recommend.
Just because something is retired on Lego.com doesn't mean that it's not showing up at secondhand retailers.
Yes, for sure. So
for sure.
All right. I think it's time for our big discussion topic, guys, of the week.
Think it is.
Oh boy. Well,
discussion of the week.
I could replay the news intro, but I don't think that's necessary.
You want to explain to them what's going on here and why we're kind of doing what we're doing?
Right, exactly. So basically what we've realized about our show is that we enjoy it and you guys enjoy it when we have more in-depth discussions about really anything Lego related. But this is kind of a newer sort of segment where we pick a topic and we're just going to dive really deep into it. Obviously, this week, there was something very big that was announced, both figuratively and physically. Please, give us your opinions, your comments on it. We'll be pulling up your chats here during our discussion of it, this conversation. But, of course, the new Eiffel Tower set dropped today. And I think this is something that we all definitely need to talk about it. Sure, it's news, but it's also, possibly a divisive set topic. So let's just cover the basics. 10,001 pieces, probably with the brick separator. That probably is what put it over. It is at $629.99 US. That is what members of the land were told to begin with. That's not what was reported by other leaks and their sources. But this morning, when the set was officially revealed on Lego.com, it had the leaked price, which was $679.99. Pretty significant increase.
Mhm.
So then, I went to bed at that point, and then I woke up again, and it was back to $629.99 on Lego.com. So I don't know what happened in that time span. I have no inside knowledge of that at all. No clue. But I'm glad that the price is at $629.99, and I'm not complaining about that.
This
Now we can all
this brings
afford
up a whole nother issue of how Lego needs to fix their website stuff, because they've made a lot of mistakes on their website where they've said this thing is this price or like the wrong images for something. Like there's been some crazy just mistakes on Lego.com that I'm like, how are you guys not catching this? So sorry, that little quick rant, but that's like a whole other issue. So
no worries. Also, just want to not to derail this too long, but I see what Hell's Hang Bricks was saying. We were talking about the meditation chamber, not the transformation chamber. So if you're looking to get retired products, eBay, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, and of course Bricklink are good places to look.
yeah,
So,
and as I said, go buy check out all of them. That's what I do when I'm buying like castle stuff, and I figure out what place has someone selling it for the cheapest. But Mercari, eBay, Bricklink, and then Bricklink is kind of like you'll know where your average is about.
Yep. Bricklink usually has good retired set prices, especially if you want to use. Anywho, it does release on Black Friday, November 25th. Let's just really quickly, and we can talk while I play this, but I'm gonna bring up the video that
Guys, it's not a basement chamber where someone's being held hostage. It's
so the Lego.com release. This is the official video for it.
In a doorway.
Zane, what do you think about this set?
So honest, I was looking through some pictures just to get ready for this, like through the Instagram and the website and stuff. It is a beautiful set. It is very well structured. I like that it's sectional, kind of like the Daily Bugle. If you need to move it or stuff like that, they make it, solid but yet movable, and it's very beautiful. I love the details. My critiques on it, the things that upset me, it's so big that it becomes a difficult item to display, but then at the same time, kind of like the Colosseum, this is very detailed, but it is a lot of the same piece all the way up. All the X bracing, all that stuff, the architecture through it, the engineering, to try to make it look 100% perfect. I just feel like there's going to be a lot of the same thing over and over and over and over. And some people are okay with that because like the architecture in it's great, but I feel like it's going to be very monotonous and repetitive 10,000 times, 10,000 pieces. And then once you get through all that, and one. The base is probably one of my favorite parts. I love those little trees. I love the just like the little area at the bottom. I think that's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's just,
you know what I'll say? You're talking about the base. Is it me or is the base the most unnecessary part? Like they could have cut down hugely on the number of pieces. Like I get that you have to have the four corners to keep it sturdy, but that whole area in between them, I don't think you even need that.
We might not, but with how heavy it is, sometimes even though there's 4 feet, the feet can go out from underneath it.
Okay,
so
yeah, that's true.
There might have been a structural aspect, and then they're like, how do we make this work with this set? And then they did that kind of a thing. So just because it like in a bridge, all those cross bracings are connected and it'll hold it in place. In this set, if you look at it closely, the cross braces don't actually attach to each other.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know what the pieces are called, but then they just kind of sit in there. And so they might not be actually structural. You see what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And it's a big looking set, but seeing the little trees just makes it look massive. Like it gives kind of a
scale.
As that.
I do like that it comes apart. Like you can build like this looks like is nice because you could build multiple sections at a time. So like I'm pretty sure I'm guessing there's gonna be multiple instruction booklets. So you could do this with a friend to make it go quicker. And that way it's all not monotonous just on you.
That'd be cool. I would like that. Where the Coliseum doesn't do that, I don't think. I'm not sure, but comment down and let me know if I'm wrong. But
I don't think it does.
If you could have like 4 people or something like that, and you could break it up, and each person's doing a section, I mean that actually might seem kind of fun. You know, we're all building a piece, and by the time we're done, here's your 5 foot tall tower. You know,
I will say there's a lot of sets that they're doing that on to making sure that you can build it with, like the castle had 2 instruction booklets, and if you look on sets, they're saying how many people can build it, and because of that thing of just being like, hey, this is something you can build with other people, because they do new community building as another aspect. You can build it alone just fine. It's like a Lego Star Wars game, like a Lego game. Like you can play with friends, but like you can also play by yourself, and that's all fun.
Matt, can you go back to that picture with it next to the fireplace? Brad, there's your point. There's your coat rack. You come in the door.
Exactly. Okay. I've said this so many times at this point, but oh my gosh, 4 feet, what is it? 4 feet something?
8 inches.
4, 8. Yeah.
That's almost 5 feet tall. Like, that's not even a hard round. Like, that's almost as tall as Zane is, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, now.
Y'all are mean. My grandma's 4'11", though. So, I mean, it's dang near as tall as my grandma.
Your mom did say it's like 2 inches shorter than I am, but I would need it. It would need its own room in my house. So big.
But
yeah,
this is the thing. Like, this thing's huge. Like, it had that on the coffee table there, and I was like, no. Like, this ain't going on no coffee.
Or
this is a floor set.
That's an art studio set. Like, that looks like a studio, because if you look at the room that he's in, there's no way that's like an actual living room unless he's rich.
This is a bougie house. Like, look at this is. I mean, it's not like the other ones where it looks like someone's trapped in a basement. Like,
he's a really big fan of the Eiffel Tower too.
Yeah,
you can see the photos behind him.
This is for people with 6 houses, and this is the one of their houses is in Paris.
I like the fireplace that has the logs just sitting in the fireplace.
And he also has enough time to just sit back and drink a coffee, read the paper, and admire
it's tea.
his
It's
Lego
tea. Come on, it's
creation.
Paris.
That's London.
Yeah. It's just.
Oh no, that is Paris. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I think it's Europe.
Paris, France.
Just
kidding, it's Italy.
I get that this is supposed to be a huge set. Like, that's the cool draw of it. I think they could have made it like much smaller, couple $100 Eiffel Tower, not this big, and have had an amazing set.
I have a thing. How the cross braces don't connect. If they would have see how they don't connect. If they would have made it so each one of those connect right there, they could have surpassed the map in pieces. I mean, yes, it would be more work and more structural detailing, which might have been more difficult,
and more expensive.
The reason that they didn't do that is because it would be, although this set is expensive, it's not too expensive in comparison to other sets. If this was more than something like the Millennium Falcon, even, I don't think anybody would buy it. But at $630, it still feels reasonable given the height and the just sheer magnificence of the model. Like, I really like the build. I think it's extremely detailed. I think it looks great as a display piece, but my biggest problem is going to be, if I were to build it, the monotony of dark gray, repeating the same techniques over and over and over. But it is nice that it does come in 4 sections. You build the base first, then the next part stacks on, etc., etc. I do like that, and like you guys were talking about earlier, I hope that it comes with 4 different instruction manuals to build with your family and friends.
Yeah,
maybe 4 different boxes. Didn't the AT-AT do that as well, Zane?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they did.
I could see that having its own experience as well.
That's the exact same shape as the Jedi Temple too. That little piece to the left.
It's $600. It's $600 too much, according to you.
He wants $100 for this.
Well, they made the original Lego Eiffel Tower, which, shame on me, I didn't pull up a photo of it before, which was a lot more blocky. It was $200 retail price at the time. It's still big, but it's not this big. It was only 2 foot tall, not 4'8". I also really like the greenery on the bottom because it does give it a pop of much needed color.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're gonna say, Brad.
I was gonna make a comment about how big it is and how I think of a lot of guys with kids.
Ooh.
No dad with a kid's gonna get this, because if that has to sit on the floor, some kid accidentally tackles that thing and it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely, I'm trying to imagine people who like where this would go. Like in a normal day to day, like an office. To me, this would feel like if I had a large office and I had a corner, I would put it in there and maybe some, artwork from my travels and have kind of like a travel-y style office where there's not a ton of Lego. It's just this is the one Lego piece. There might be some statues, something like that, or an art studio, or like even a theater room if you have one of those based around this theme. Your average Lego person who's going to buy Lego, I don't think is going to go out for this. I think this is a one-time purchase for someone who's like, wow, I really had a good time in Paris. Oh my gosh, they have a Lego set as well. I would love to have that and just build it one and be done.
Right. This is not a good first set to build, I don't think.
No, this is not a. It's like the people. I was talking about this with you guys a little bit before the show. There's this complex of that is a huge Lego set, so I must own it and build it. And when we first started doing content, it was the Millennium Falcon, and it was that we hadn't gotten many sets like that around that time. I mean, we had the Mother Millennium Falcon before, we had the couple of Star Destroyers, but like we weren't really getting big sets every other week. And there's this thing where kids and certain people see a huge set and go, I have to own that. Because it's the biggest set. It's not even because they like the set, it's because it's the biggest set or something like that. Like I remember when I was working at the Lego store, there'd be people like, what's the biggest set here with the most pieces? That's the one I want to build. Like if I'm going to do money, I'm going to do it like biggest set. And that's the type of people who are going to buy this. They're the bougie people who have a lot of money and just they're going to blast hours on this and money on it. But this is my thing. We're getting huge Lego sets every other week. The Star Wars and Marvel fans aren't going to really care about this set. They're already blast. Yeah. I mean, like you can put King Kong on this. Like the Star Wars and Marvel fans who are already having to blast hundreds of dollars on these sets aren't going to care about this at all. Whereas the casual fans, the casual Lego fans who love the big sets. I mean, the Titanic was pushing it for a lot of those people, and a lot of people bought the Titanic. Don't get me wrong.
A lot of people.
I want the Titanic.
Yeah, a lot of people really like it.
The Titanic's big in it, but it's more detailed. There's a lot of different variations in the build. It
goes on a shelf.
And it goes on a shelf, and it's not 4 feet of gray. It opens up. There's mechanics in it. There's not motors, but like the actual engines in it and stuff like that you can turn. I mean, yes, it's big, but there's things to it as well that make it more interesting.
Right. This is a monotonous gray tower, and that's it. It's garbage in my opinion. I'm sorry. Like
I like the hot dog pieces, the gray hot dog pieces. I don't know if you can see that. And then also bucket handles that they used around the antenna. I thought that was fun. I would have really liked like a regular like cloth flag as well. I'm kind of disappointed that it was brick built, but honestly, like.
I mean, if you're going to do a flag brick built, it's the French flag. It's so easy to do out of Lego.
Right. It's all straight. It's very blocky. Yeah. I'm not saying this because I'm inland, but I honestly, like, when I saw the photos of it first, I was kind of shocked with like the detail. And
it is very detailed.
I really think that it's a great display piece, but I just don't think very many people are going to want to buy it, myself included. Like, I wouldn't buy this. It's too big. It's too much gray. It's monotonous. We've hit the same things over and over.
Yeah, I'll say though.
It's an incredible price per piece. Like,
that's true. 1,000 pieces.
Cents per piece. That's like unheard of recently. And I think that's like kind of a point to make someone think about buying it more than just like, oh, that's a nice Lego set. But it's like, oh, that's a good value actually. If I'm going to buy a big Lego set, I'm not really a Star Wars fan, not a Marvel fan. This might be for me. Brad,
I will say this. This is they're trying to, a lot of these big sets, the Black Panther set, the Hulk Buster, whatever. They're trying to get people who are not fans of Lego to become fans of Lego. And I think this is the stupidest move by them to do a $630 set targeted towards that audience, because they're going to look at $630 and be like, too gray, but you like Star. Yeah, I mean, agreed. But like, if you think about it, Yeah, I can't deny that. But at least there's other colors in that castle. Like, holy crap! Like, there's not even like filler in most of this. If you look through most of this, there's no filler that's different colors. Like you look at others. I mean,
to be fair, it's not the gray for me. I mean, it is the gray, but it's like it's the fact that it's all gray. If it was all one color, that gets boring and repetitive. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Brad. But
no, you're good. But yeah, so like to me, a good $50 to like 200 is a good area. I feel like to get a non-Lego fan to get something that's Lego.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just like this is too expensive. Do a $200 Eiffel Tower that's smaller, can fit on a shelf. Maybe like maybe it's only 2 feet tall. Like I just feel like that would be better. I feel like this set is not going to sell well. I feel like this set on top of the roller coaster, on top of all these other ones, yeah, certain people are going to buy it. We've said this all year now, and I think everyone's sick of me saying this. Lego is going to have to do a huge 180 here real soon because they're targeting towards their audience and they're trying to go big too quickly, and they're trying to focus on all these adult sets when they can't. They haven't balanced it out with too many sets over $200, and that's going to be their downfall real soon.
Matt, I have another question.
Sure.
As far as investments go, you're our avid investment kind of guy. Do you think that this will be a decent investment, or do you think it'll go down in value down the road?
So here's the deal, and this is something that I also wanted to bring up on the topic of like Lego creating so many big sets, because I don't think that this is going to last forever. I don't think this trend, I don't think they can do it. And I think they're realizing that. I don't have any inside knowledge of that, but what I'm saying is like, if I were the company and I see the Hulkbuster, the Black Panther bust, and all of the sets that they're making at these grand scales not selling, and I guess the media coverage of it is all negative as well for the most part. It feels like they're hurting their brand. So I don't see this trend like going for very long. I mean, although they plan it in advance, it's still, I think it'll be one more year of this nonsense and then they'll cut back.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I think these bigger sets, because people haven't had the chance to buy them now, in the future, if there's not as many big sets that they're creating, just like they were in the past when they were more special when they came out, now it's too much of a good thing. It's like a lot of Halloween candy and you ate the whole thing. Yeah. That's what it feels like for me. It's a great set. If this was one set that came out this year at this scale, I think we would all be going nuts over it. I really do.
Yeah.
But it's just been too much, and
we're just desensitized. That's what I was just about to say. We're desensitized. We're seeing, as we're saying, when the Falcon was out, that was cool because that was the big set. And then the year after we got some big set.
Kind of felt that way too, at least for Star Wars fans.
Yeah. And like the Titanic event, like that was like, oh my gosh, it's a big set. And then this year it's like
that's when it started.
Yeah. That Titanic. And I think you're right. I think next year, because I think they already have next year already planned out. So next year is going to be another, there's some big ones, rumors have it, a certain theme is coming back and there's going to be like a $500 set, and all these other, a couple other new themes are coming back with big sets. And with that, at the end of the year, we're going to get a lot of big sets. And I think you're right. In 2024, I think it's going to cut back. And I think there's going to be some big changes we're going to see in Lego in 2024.
Ethan, what about you? You haven't said much.
It's cool. There's a lot of parts. If I were making like a clone base and like I needed a lot of parts, this is honestly not a bad parts pack for that.
Would you, as a mock builder, want to buy this set as a display piece and not pull pieces off of it? Because that's the mark of a good set for you.
This is the type of set where it's either going to be 100% or I'm going to see a part and it's going to go from 100% complete to like 20% complete, because I'm going to see a part and it's, a lot of the same part.
I will say this, you can do some very detailed builds buying this set, just looking at all those pieces.
Yeah. Here's a question for Ethan. For $600 price per piece, would you spend $600, like just for you, because I know you, would you spend $600 just to piece this out? Or would you rather do $600 worth of pick-a-pick cups?
Oh,
You know the answer to that, Sam.
I think I
That's
do.
tough. I mean, I like pick-a-brick cups.
But Ethan would say that about any set. I feel like
The only reason I asked that so seriously on this one is because it's so many of the same piece. It's not like $600 worth of random pieces. It's $600 for 10,000 of thousands of the same thing. Like you would get
Yeah.
a lot of the same
Yeah.
pieces in this. So does that make it more worth the price for a mock builder because you're getting a large number of the same thing and not having to spend $100 for 50 of it? You know, so $600 for 10,000 of them.
I don't know. That's tough. I mean, there's a lot of smaller pieces. Like, there's a lot of small pieces in this.
they're not necessarily pieces that you would know you'd need for a
Mhm.
mock either.
So not
There's a lot
really
of gray.
reusable much.
If I were building a clone base, this is the set. But everything else, probably not.
I think it's interesting if you really take a good solid look at it though. Yeah, there's a lot of rods, but most of it is brick built. There's no Technic.
And that's cool too.
Yeah,
I do
I
like
like
that.
that.
I like that. It's just a lot of studs and a lot of it's just like we've said, it's the
It's
monotonous.
Honestly, I'm seeing like 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to
It's like
Eelkin Marie
it's almost
ASMR
like
counting.
5 repetitive pieces throughout the whole thing. It feels like is that just me? Like it feels like there's a lot of repetitive pieces.
I like the trolleys that they put in the bottom, the trolleys that take you up. There's the yellow one, there's the red ones.
There's elevators on the inside going the whole way up. I don't know if I included that or not in this slideshow, but like they paid attention to details, and I think like they definitely did the landmark justice.
I see colored pieces in there.
Oh.
Do you see them in the corners? There's a couple yellows and a couple reds.
Yeah, there's
doesn't
on
change.
each layer at the top of it, there's some different colored pieces. But like
I think
the
they
main
should change the
greebling,
Mm.
This is an impressive mock. Like, this is
I feel like would we be more impressed if it was just a mock, like someone made this and we're just like, wow, that's
Yeah.
It's the argument that I've given over and over again. Like you just pointed out, Ethan. This is like it's great to have Lego models. Don't get me wrong, for an adult, but at the end of the day, Lego is about inspiring creativity. In my eyes, at least, Lego is about inspiring creativity and using the parts that you have to maybe even build something else. And this is no different than like another spaceship model kit. I don't know. Like this could be made out of anything. It doesn't have to be made out of Lego to be so cool. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
Lego and
agree.
it's fun to build, but it's an Eiffel Tower display, and at the end of the day, you're not going to want to take it apart and rebuild it.
I wouldn't be
That's-
surprised to see this at a convention. Like I saw the Moss Eisley Cantina in Virginia, just the set. So I wouldn't be surprised if I saw this, just because it's so big and not many people will have it. I don't think that I could see it at a convention just to show it.
Show people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Well, just in general, I could see someone building this. Like, there's no minifigures with this. I agree. I'm starting to realize, Matt, you're right. There's so many sets. Are you just buying this because it's a Lego set? Like, because like you could get a giant Eiffel Tower for probably 300 as a model kit. But like when it comes down to it, yeah, I would rather have a Lego thing because I like, but I'd like if I'm buying something that's 3 feet tall, I know I can get something. Sorry, 4, almost 5 feet. I could buy something that's cheaper and more sturdy if it wasn't Lego.
Right.
You know what I mean?
like a
Like-
model, like a 3D print model of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
I feel like
almost-
someone who wanted this set, not a Lego fan, they just want a big Eiffel Tower. Get someone to 3D print it for, I don't know, $100. I'm sure that would be able to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Maybe more, but like I don't know. I agree. I'm starting to agree with you, Matt. I think it's if I'm gonna spend a whole bunch of money on something like this, I'd rather it be. There was a great question here. Do we think it's better than the old Eiffel Tower? 100%. I think it is better. I think it is an amazing set. Don't get me wrong. It looks absolutely stunning.
Yes.
But again, the point I think a lot of us are trying to make is why was this something that Lego put into its production system, put into its line of sets coming out?
Who's it for?
Yeah, who's it for? Like Lego, and I think this is where a lot of us come from. Lego felt like they've been targeting the wrong audience, and they don't know sometimes who their products are for anymore.
Yeah.
So.
No, I would agree, and I would say that like a lot of the Lego community who are like the big hardcore fans agree with that sentiment. I asked on Instagram today, like, would you buy this, or are you interested? Are you genuinely interested in this? Yes or no? And it was pretty split, but the yeses had a higher count, which I was kind of surprised by. And when I asked like to explain why, a lot of people said because it is too big and too much. Like they, even if they had the money, they don't have the space for it. You can always get more money. You can't get more space. And like we were talking about earlier, Zane, when you start getting so much Lego and you only have a certain amount of display space, it's hard to know what you want to actually present.
Yeah, I don't like that it's in the doorway too. Like where he finds a spot for it, like it's hard to place. It genuinely is. Even in his big room, he's like by the fireplace, by the door, in the doorway.
It feels like he's testing it out. Like,
Yeah, he's
where
like,
would
is it
I
fit
put
here?
this thing?
Too close to the fireplace. It's gonna melt. I gotta move it by the door. But I gotta move it to get outside. To like,
It looks like it's, where is it? It looks like it's by the back door. It looks like he's about to take it out to the garbage.
like I said, if you had like a loft, right? Oh man,
yeah, some kid's just gonna.
That's a double door too.
Open the door, yeah.
It's a double door. The kid's gonna blow that thing right into it. I think they did that just to show perspective, but seriously though, it's a very, very difficult thing to place. It would need to be like in the middle of a room as a center point. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It would be a wow factor for sure. But in my house, in my in-laws' house, in my parents' house, I literally cannot think of one place I would put this besides in a corner because it's so dang big.
Yeah, I can't even find a place for. I can't even find a place for a Christmas tree, let alone an Eiffel Tower.
Right?
I was just thinking like, this would be a set I wouldn't want to put out because, like, you know, if you have little kids over at your house or something, or even any guests, they're gonna want to touch it. They're gonna want to get close to it. It's so easy. Like, if it's on a shelf, in my opinion, it's more safe. Like, there's some safety there. But like, you can't get a display case for this. Like,
Wicked Brick. Where are you?
Good. a Paris backdrop. Like, I don't even. That would be so hard.
Lighting kits. This would look really cool with that. The way the Eiffel Tower actually lights up at night. I mean, to be fair, I've seen the real thing in person when I went on a study abroad over to Normandy, London, and Paris. When I saw the Eiffel Tower in real life, I genuinely thought that it was so much smaller than what I expected it to be. And that's usually people's genuine reactions to it. In this video, do you get the vibe that it feels like the way they've shot it, it actually looks smaller than it actually is?
Yeah,
this
the way they
4'8".
Yeah.
The vaulted ceilings.
Those ceilings are probably 13, 14 feet high.
Okay, I'm looking. Oh, sorry.
No, I was thinking architecture as well. It looks smaller in there because it's on a small table. You know, he's rather tall ceilings. If there's even a spot where it looks smaller, where he's even sitting in the background of it. Like there's in some of your pictures that you have, Matt.
Right.
It makes it look smaller.
Okay, I just stood up and I'm 6'1". I was able to bring up my arm and touch the ceiling. And I want to say it's probably another foot with my arm, 2 feet or something like that. I can touch the ceiling. There's that much above my door to the ceiling. If you think about how tall those ceilings are, like look at the picture that there's one of like the door to the ceiling. I don't remember.
See, this makes it look small, the one on the left.
Yeah, like look at that. You can't even see the full ceiling. Like look at that's not this much. That's how much is between me and my ceiling.
I have a good perspective for you guys. So if everyone just stop and look around your room, find your light switch. Okay, your light switch is seriously standard at 48 inches high, and that's basic construction. That's code that meets ADA for wheelchairs. That's everything like that. So 48 inches is the average for your light switch. That's 4 feet. This Eiffel Tower is 8 inches taller than your light switch. You look at your light switch and then look up 8 inches from your light switch. That will give you perspective. So anybody listening, just look around your room, look at your light switch, and look up 8 inches and be like, damn, that is big.
Security content. But yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh. G-rated content.
Wow.
Okay.
Did that put it into perspective for y'all?
Yeah.
How many inches are we looking at?
I was about to do that as well. I don't know where to put my.
4.8 feet, which is how many inches?
It's you'll see 4 feet 8 inches.
We're not good at math here on the Stud Buds show. Yeah, what is the base size?
That's 56 inches. 48 plus 8. That's 56 inches.
It's this tall.
Wait, stand up.
Ethan is very tall.
It's to Ethan's
Wait.
armpit.
Yeah.
What?
There. It's at my chest.
Yep.
Boom.
It's gonna come up
So
in my neck.
It's here. Here.
Literally, it's tall. It gets.
Oh my gosh.
It's
This guy's
huge.
huge, by the way. This guy and this video and the photo that he's walking by it. Well, not friends. This guy is huge.
Oh well, look at him right there. He's got to be at least.
That's force perspective there.
Where's his light switch?
He doesn't have any. He doesn't have. It's clap on.
He looks almost like 7 feet tall.
But again, it goes to like where like underneath his armpit at the top of the flag
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
So,
It's
so
probably
where,
about 6 feet. Yeah.
what's the base size? Do you know how
I'm looking
wide
it
the
up-
base
I'm
is?
looking it up right now.
I'm on Lego.com. I can.
Fun size to ask that.
So height is 59 inches, width is 23, and diameter is 23, and that's 57 centimeters. I don't know what that is in inches.
This sounds like a math problem. We have to figure out how many inches the guy is based off the width of the Eiffel Tower. And the,
Wasn't
how
there a
tall
guy
it is.
on TikTok that? Sorry to derail, but wasn't there a guy on TikTok that did that? He like
Yes,
people go on,
yes,
they would
you're
be
right.
like, "How
It's-
tall am I?" But you can't figure it out, and then he did every single time based on
Wait.
like all these mathematical equations that he would use to measure the human body.
I'm about to give you guys a conversion here. I just googled it.
Pi equals
What was that? 57?
Matt, Brad, did you say it's 59 inches?
Yeah.
59 inches is 4 feet 11 inches. 59 is 4 foot 11.
Oh. We're
Not
adding
4
a few
foot 8.
here.
That's an inch shorter than
wait,
5
wait.
feet.
So the base is 22 by 22 inches.
Computer.
Wait, I got this. 149.
Would you like to add some positivity?
no positivity.
Yeah, it's 58 inches.
58. Man.
So 58 inches? So where did we see 44.8?
That's here. Let me pull up my press briefing that I was sent.
You know what I mean, right? Like so
Yes.
so 4 feet 8 inches, 59 inches. 59 inches is 4 feet 11 inches.
I know there's a
That's-
big difference. Let me look because I wasn't just pulling that out of nowhere.
Maybe this is something else that Lego messed up on their website.
Maybe, or maybe it's wrong on the press briefing. Who knows?
This thing is huge. The more we
Yeah.
talk about this, the more huge it gets.
This is the
Yeah.
like we
What?
said, guys. We are going pretty in depth. Let us know if this
Alright.
is
Ethan,
something
that's
that you
huge.
I think we
genuinely
need to
want
wrap
buy
this
as
up.
well. Let us know
Yeah,
if this
you
is
get-
something that you guys genuinely want to buy and why. Do we just want to go down, starting with Brad and then working our way to Ethan about like? Oh my goodness. Starting with Brad and working our starting with Brad and working
Stop. No, sorry.
our way to Ethan. Why don't we talk about like if you would buy this set and why?
I would not. I just think it's dumb. I'd rather buy a castle and 2 spaceships. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, to me, we've also talked about. I'm not a person for display. I like my minifigures. Like, I like it to be able to be displayable, but like, minifigures are big to me, and I want to be able to play in it and stuff. Like, I almost want like dollhouses kind of type things. Like, this to me is just like I'm looking around. I can't even build my AT-AT UCS set that I own and display it in my room yet because I don't have space for that kind of thing. So it's just, yeah, it's just not worth it to me. This is just an awful, like, it's huge and it's pointless.
It
Matt.
actually got a big point.
So Zane, you were saying okay. What I'm looking at from let me know, Brad, if this matches up with Lego.com. 58 inches tall, which is it says in this briefing as well, 4.8 feet. Is that the same measurement?
59 inches.
58.5, and then it says 58.5 high, 22.5 wide.
Oh, okay, so they rounded on Lego.com.
And 22.5 deep.
That's false
So-
advertising, Lego.
I want to know. I want to know what their 4.8 is. 4.8 feet.
4.8 feet tall.
It's feet. It's not centimeters.
No,
I feel like the measurement's off because 4.8. It's
says
a weird way to
58 inches tall /
58 inches.
4.8 feet is what they put. 149 centimeters, 58 inches, 4.8 feet. They claim that's all the same. I don't know if any of them are rounded.
I feel like someone needs to do the backwards math on that if it is, because 58 inches is, like you said, 4 feet, 4
Yeah.
feet 10 inches, so 4 feet 10 and a half, 4 foot 11. Y'all, we're doing a lot of math here. It's dang near 5 feet tall. Okay,
Right.
just look at your light switches
this
and know it's taller than your light
very
switch.
good. I'm 60 inches tall, which is 5 feet exactly. So 410 is if it's 59 inches, that's literally 5'11", basically.
5'11"? You mean 4'11"?
4'11". Sorry, thank you.
6 feet tall. Wow.
Wait, this is now 17 feet tall, man.
It's growing.
It's getting bigger.
growing. Okay, for me personally, I would not buy this set with my own money. Yes, it is a beautiful display piece,
Especially
especially
say you'll
if
take
you-
someone else's money and buy it.
Well, if somebody sent it to me for free, I'm not going to say no, and I would love to review it because genuinely, like, I think there's a part of this that we just aren't sure about because we haven't seen it and we haven't built it for ourselves. And I think that like watching reviews should be interesting, and I'm very curious to see like what the overall impact of this set is. It's definitely better than the first one. It's a really cool model. I just think that the timing takes away from what makes it special. And like I do think that in the future, if people didn't have a chance to buy this, it might be something that is well sought after. Not saying that like it's a good investment because honestly, I don't know if Lego is a good investment with the ways the world is going right now in general. But I do think that this could be like it could have been a very special set for Lego fans who really appreciate and love Lego, but there's just so much that we're being force fed at the moment, it feels like.
Yeah.
Zane?
I think it's beautiful. It definitely is gorgeous. Kind of like the light tower for me, for example. If I buy a house and I have certain areas in the house, it's something that I would pick up as an accent. Like, again, like just to kind of have it in that one room, that one piece of Lego in that room. That's more of an artwork display style type of thing. But just for me to go out and just get right now as a Lego builder, as a content creator, just like that kind of stuff,
$630.
$630, I would not buy it right now. But if I was an adult, like as an adult, I had a house, I had a room to put it in, I had a place for it. It's something I would pick up because I do think it's beautiful. I do think it has a place in certain areas in people's houses. But right now, I'm gonna say no. I won't be picking it up. Ethan?
I feel like I need to watch some YouTube reviewers, but I'm sure they're still building this thing because it'll take another week and a half. But it's big. It's a lot of money. I don't have space for it, so I don't see myself buying it in the near future. Now, if I somehow a room that's dedicated for an Eiffel Tower, then I feel like I need this. So
You open the door, it's just the
Honestly,
only thing in there.
yeah.
Even if I had a dedicated, if I didn't have my bedroom and my streaming setup on here, if I had just one room dedicated Lego, I still wouldn't want to get it because this would literally take up so much space.
What
True.
if you had a big room?
So we'll
I'd have
see.
to have like Brixie's basement, basically. Like,
Yeah, he already said that he's getting it. I watched his video on it today, and he's excited to at some point pick this one up. But yeah, unfortunately, as of now, none of us will be taking a look at this thing for ourselves. So that
I mean, we'll see it at
is.
the Lego store, but
I'll
right.
appreciate it as art. How about that?
Speaking of which, how are they going to even display it at the Lego store? That's going to be interesting as well.
no.
Right in the middle.
They're gonna have to have a special glass case that comes for
Right.
that.
Mhm.
Like,
Probably.
I mean, it's historic being the tallest Lego set now, but
I'm disappointed it's not the biggest. I want something to pass the map so bad. So bad. I hate that the map took that title. But that's for another thing.
that's
Now-
for another debate.
Yeah. What will the next big Lego set be? Y'all comment y'all's thoughts on what the next big set will be. Will we be getting it in the next-
castle.
Zane, do you want to? That was a very intense conversation, but it was well needed and deserved. Do you want to close this out this week?
Sure, of course. Everybody, if you guys have not already, go down below, click on all of our different links. You can see us on all of our different social medias, our YouTubes, Instagrams, TikToks. Use our affiliate links if you guys are looking for some Lego deals, all kinds of stuff. Check out our merch store if you guys want to help support us and more than just watching the show. If you guys want something that says Stud Buds, be part of us, part of the team. We love it. Make sure to go to Discord, ask us questions, send us memes, go watch the show and make some memes based on the show because there was some pretty funny moments today and we would love to share those with everybody else in the world and give you kind of a shout out and laugh with you. So, but with that being said, everybody, we love you all. We're grateful that you're here and we will see you guys on the next stream. Bye-bye.